Funny Navy Storytime, Part 10, and by request of a friend. This one revolves around one of the times my wife was visiting me in Suda Bay. So, as I've said before, in Suda Bay there really isn't much to do, except during the height of the vacation season, all the bars, restaurants, and clubs are open. Well, one time me and the wife were out with some friends having a couple drinks and decided to call a night early and head back to base. So we're headed to the taxi stand to catch a ride back to base, and all the streets are deserted, the bars are still going strong, it's only 10:30, 11 o'clock, and we're just hanging out, enjoying being with each other. Well, we're almost out of the shopping plaza, and this guy walks up to us with a brochure for a strip club, and it wasn't our thing, so I told him thank you, no, we're just headed home, appreciate it though, have a nice night. He was insistent that we should go to the strip club and enjoy ourselves, and I was trying to be diplomatic, and I was like, no, we're not interested, thank you, have a good night. He started following us, trying to convince us to go to the strip club, and after a couple drinks, my wife is far less diplomatic than I am, looked him in his eye and said, "Are you stupid?" He said, "No, fuck off before I shove that brochure down your throat and out your ass." He didn't like that so much, and I was still trying to be diplomatic and hold my wife back, and I said, "You really need to fuck off right now." This man did not do that. He looked my wife in the eye and said, "Fuck you, you stupid bitch." So she punched him. Now, anyone that's seen any of my other videos knows that my wife was a firefighter for about 5 years before I met her. She doesn't hit like a girl. From a flat-footed stance and over my shoulder, hit him hard enough to knock him about 2 yards back and on his ass. I hoped that was going to be the end of it, and I was trying to corral her toward the taxi stand, but then the guy really fucked up when he stood up and called my wife something that starts with C and ends with unt, and took off running. Yeah, before I could get a hand on her or him, she took off after him, across an empty shopping plaza toward God knows where. He's pretty quick and she is too, and I'm not. So as I round a corner, he's diving in the back seat of a four-door sedan with 3 guys leaning on him with lit cigarettes that didn't look very friendly. And I'm a big guy, but I'm not 3 big guys. So I'm screaming at her to stop, and she doesn't. She sprints up to the car and drops a people's elbow in the windshield. And the 3 guys are understandably pissed, but surprisingly don't want to fuck with me or my drunk wife, and get in the car and drive away as she's screaming and kicking it. The entire way back to the taxi stand, she's looking for Greek guys to beat the fuck out of. Luckily, we didn't find any, or any cops, caught a taxi back to base and slept it off. Bottom line, listen to my first warning and fuck off when my wife has been drinking.